Okay, adding and subtracting mixed numbers. Very much like just adding and subtracting fractions. So let's walk through the steps. When we add and subtract fractions, the first thing we have to do is add or find the least common multiple. So we're doing the same thing. We're going to ignore these whole numbers for now. So we're going to find the least common multiple. The denominators are 2 and 4. I know 2 goes into 4, so that means 4 is going to be my common denominator. Okay, now I have to make equivalent fractions. 1/2 equals something, whatever that blank is, over 4. So I know 2 is equal to 4 when I multiply it by 2. 2 times 2 equals 4. So I'm going to multiply by 2 for the numerator. 1 times 2 is 2. Now, 3/4 is equal to something over 4. 4 is equal to 4 because it's the same number. So that means 3 is going to be equal to 3. We're going across, not up and down. We go across. All right, so now just like before, we're done with these fractions. We're going to add 2 plus 3, which is 5. The denominator is 4. Okay, before I worry about this, I need to fix this fraction because 5 over 4 is an improper fraction. Okay, so improper, we divide, right? By doing what we call typo. Okay, so 5 divided by 4. Top on the inside, bottom on the outside. 4 will go into 5 just once. 1 times 4 is 4. Subtract. 5 minus 4 is 1. This 1 is going to come up here and become my numerator. This 4 is my denominator. So 5 over 4 equals 1 and 1/4. Okay, so we did the fraction part of it. Now all we have to do is go and add the whole numbers. 7 plus 5. Okay, that's 12. So we're going to take 12 plus 1 and 1/4. And we're going to add the whole numbers. 12 plus 1 is 13 and 1/4. There's your answer. Okay, so we work the fractions just like we've been doing all week. Last week, this week, and the week before Thanksgiving. We're going to add the fractions just like we've been doing. Get our answer, fix it, and then add the whole numbers. Okay, and in this case, when we fixed it, it became a mixed number. So we got 1 and 1/4. So the only thing we have to do is add 7 plus 5 and then add that answer to the 1. Okay, let's look at 9 and 5/6 minus 5 and 3/4. Well, my denominators are 6 and 4. Okay, if you don't know off the top of your head what the common denominator is, you're going to do a tic-tac-toe board. 1 for 6 and 1 for 4. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. 6, 12, 18. Right now, I can look at it and see that they both have the number 12 in common. That's the smallest number they both have. So that means I'm going to make an equivalent fraction with 12 as the denominator. Okay. Now, I have to make equivalent fractions. 5 over 6 is equal to blank over 12. I know for a fact that 6 is equal to 12 because that's the two numbers. I have two denominators. 6 is equal to 12. I know 6 equals 12 when I multiply it by 2. Whatever we do to the denominator, we have to do to the numerator. Times 2. 5 times 2 is 10. 3 over 4 equals blank over 12. I know that 4 is equal to 12. Okay, I know 4 is equal to 12 when I multiply 4 times 3. 4 times 3 equals 12. So I have to do the same to the numerator. 3 times 3 is 9. All right, and this one we're subtracting. So we're finished with this fraction. 10 minus 9 is 1. The denominator stays the same. It's 12. I don't have to fix that fraction. It's already as low as it's going to go. So no, all I have to do is subtract the whole numbers. If I have 9, take away 5. That leaves me with 4. 4 1/2. 4 1/12, sorry. Okay, 5 1/2 minus 1 2/3. Find common denominator. Okay, if you have to, 2, 4, 6, 3, 6, 9. They both have a 6. That means 6 is going to be your common denominator. So 1/2 is equal to something over 6. I know 2 is equal to 6 when I multiply it times 3. 2 times 3 equals 6. So I multiplied the denominator by 3, so I'm going to need to multiply the numerator by 3. 1 times 3 equals 3. 2 over 3 equals blank over 6. So I know those are equivalent. When 3 is equal to 6, I have to multiply it by 2. Okay, 3 times 2. Okay, 3 times 2 is 6. So whatever I do to the denominator, I have to do to the numerator. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, oh, I'm sorry, that was supposed to be an addition problem. All right, so now 3 6 plus 4 6. So I'm going to add the numerator, 3 plus 4, and I get 7 over 6. Sorry. So this is an improper fraction, so I need to fix it. 7 divided by 6. Top on the inside, bottom on the outside. Top in, bottom out. Okay, 6 will go into 7 one time. 1 times 6 is 6, and I subtract. 7 minus 6 is 1. This 1 becomes the numerator, and the 6 becomes the denominator. So 7 over 6 equals 1 and 1/6. Okay, so now we have to add the whole number. So I have 1 and 1/6 plus 5 plus 1, which is 6. So now all I have to do is add the whole numbers. 1 plus 6 is 7. And then the fraction is 1 over 6. 7 and 1/6. Okay? All right. Let's look at another one. 2 3/8 plus, or minus 3/10. All right. So I don't know off the top of my head, what 8 and 10 have in common. So I'm going to list the factors. Okay? 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. Okay, so I see that there's a 0 here. 10 is only going to be end in 0. So 10, 20, 30, 40. So that means my least common multiple is going to be 40. So that means I'm going to make common denominators with 40 as my denominator. Okay, so 3 over 8 is equal to something over 40. Okay, 8 equals 40 when I multiply it times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to multiply times 5 and times 5. 3 times 5 is 15. Okay, 3/10 equals something over 40. I know 10 is equal to 40 when I multiply it by 1, 2, 3, 4 times 4 times 4 the numerator. 3 times 4 is 12. All right, and then I'm finished with that. 15 minus 12 is 3. The denominator is 40. I can't do anything to reduce that because 3 won't go into 40. And the only factors for 3 are 1 and 3. And then I'm going to subtract my whole numbers. 2 minus 1 is 1. So my answer is 1 and 3/40. 3 and 1/4 plus 2 and 2/3. We got to find a common denominator. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 4, 8, 12, 16. The smallest number they both had in common was 12. Okay, So 1/4 is equal to something over 12. 4 equals 12 when I multiply it by 1, 2, 3. Times 3. 1 times 3 is 3. 2/3 is equal to something over 12. Okay, 3 is equal to 12 when I multiply it by 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 times 4 is 12. Times 4 here. 2 times 4 is 8. Okay, finish with this fraction. Add the numerators. 3 and 8 equal 11. The denominator stays 12. We're adding, so now we're going to add these whole numbers. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 and 11/12. Okay, last one. 3 and 6/10 minus 4 and 1/2. Well, when I know 10 and 2, I know 2 goes into 10 evenly. So you can do a tic-tac-toe board, or you can just look at it and go, okay, 2 goes into 10, so 10 is going to be the common denominator. 6/10 is equal to blank over 10. Well, if this is 10 and it's equal to 10, that's the same number. So that means the numerator is going to be the same. It does not change. 6/10 equals 6/10. 1/2 is equal to something over 10. 2 and 10 are not the same, but they are equal when I multiply the 2 by 5. 2 times 5 is 10. So 1 times 5 equals 5. Okay, 6 plus 5 is 11. Denominator is 10. Improper. So we're going to typo, top in, bottom out. 10 will go into 11 one time. 1 times 10 is 10. 11 minus 10 is 1. This 1 becomes the numerator. This 10 becomes the denominator. So 11/10 is 1 and 1/10. All right, so now I have 1 and 1/10, and I have to add the whole numbers that I have over here. So 3 plus 4 is 7. So now I'm going to add 1 plus 7 equals 8, and 1/10 stays the same. 8 and 1/10. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple more in the next video, but with those, I'm going to ask you to work them and answer them. So I hope you paid attention. If you didn't, go back and watch this again.